Hello everyone, it's the Maritime Wrestling Superfan, Connor Cook from the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast, and this is a very special episode. I want to talk about how I got started with following the indie wrestling scene here in the Maritimes. So when I first started following IHW, then North Pro, then CCW, then all that. So I hope you enjoy this special episode. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that turn on your notification, and smash that subscribe button for more wrestling content.
It's the state of maritime wrestling.
So, growing up, I did not watch any wrestling on television when growing up, but I was given a DVD from my grandmother, and specifically that DVD that she gave me was it was a old cartoon series. It used to be on Cartoon Network. It's a cartoon based off of the luchadors and luchadoras, lucha libre style wrestling. And, since, then, I would always put it on and watch it a lot. No matter where I was. It was my WWE when I was younger. And then, since when I got my own PS4, and one day there was a wrestling game that was WWE 2K22 that was on one of the monthly games. I got it and I played it, started getting into it. Then the servers unfortunately shut down at the end of the 2022, and still I actually have the game, even though the servers are shut down, but it's still good. And then after when that happened, I bought WWE 2K23, played that for a little bit, watched some WWE highlights and moments and stuff, matches and so and so. And that's when I got to go to my very first wrestling show, indie wrestling specifically, which was the IHW Riverview Sunfest 2023, the fan appreciation show. And I want to give a shout out to my favorite cousin Corey and Cheryl. Excuse me. Thank you for hooking me up with the North Pro tickets, and thank you for getting me into the maritime wrestling industry. And since then, at this show, I got to watch the local talent around Moncton, and so So in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and there was one wrestler who was shown on one of the mainstream wrestling shows, which was AEW. So the matches I remember when I first came into the Coverdale Rec Center. The Maritime Luchador Fantana fought the Hardway Chris Charters. Then after that that was for the Mega Pass match. Then after the Mega Pass match, I forget who came on first. If it was the women's match or the Kobe versus Remy match. So the Messiah of Maritime Wrestling, the One Ring Loyal, the Technical Spectacle, the Savior of Submissions, and the Cardio Kingpin, and he's their favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, Kobe Christ. He defeated Remy Petite, and became the new IHW television champion. Now this was like the very first time seeing Kobe. I was very, very impressed with his performance in the match overall, especially with the psychology, especially got Kobe, who's like the baby face, Messiah character. Then you got Remy, who's like a scary freaking, I guess, demon character, since his character says he's from the Upside Down, which is sick. And Remy was the IHW television champion. And then after that match, I think it was the ladies' match. So Roman Kathleen came out, and then Chantal came out. Chantal won the match by count out because what actually happened was Romaine Kathleen she was outside of the ring at ringside, and she sat down at one of the chairs, and she got counted out. So yeah, and and I think that was when intermission started. So I got to meet. No, I think it was the tag team match. John Orion and Kirk O'Bey versus Jason Boa and Wesley Pipes. Remember that. That was a good match. Those two teams are hard-hitting teams, I can tell you that. Then I think that's when the intermission hit, and I started, and I got to meet Kobe Christ. He's a great guy. I have a lot of great things to say about Kobe. He's the man. He's an awesome wrestler. He became my first favorite wrestler when I started following the indie wrestling scene in the Maritimes. And yeah, and he still is my favorite Maritime wrestler. Even though he's a heel, I still enjoy watching him. Then I started following IHW for a little bit until Corey, my favorite cousin Corey, and Cheryl hooked me up with the tickets for the North Pro show that was in September. But unfortunately, I couldn't go to the show because there was a hurricane that was going through Stanley. So I was pretty bummed out, but I still did see a lot of pictures and videos of someone that dressed up as Bray Wyatt and paying tribute to Bray Wyatt. And Cheryl did send me some pictures of some of the matches, and she also told me a lot of great things about the North Pro shows. So then when the next show, which was October, I finally got to go to that show, which was my very first North Pro show. And so with all the stuff that Cheryl has been telling me, all the great things about North Pro that Cheryl's been talking to me about, I was really looking forward to the North Pro show, see how it really is, and I had to see it for myself, and I did, and I was very impressed with the show and with the whole talent that came in. Like, I got to see Moondog Dylan Davis, Marco Estrada, Wayne Jugs, Hollywood Cole, Nick Strong, Charlie Hubley, Alex Silva, Stitchface, Lemonades Luchadora, Mia Malik, Danny Leo, and Divya Fiji, Charlie Hubley, John Orion, Zach Patterson, and Kobe Christ, and all the others who were on the card. And during the intermission, I got to meet Moondog Dylan Davis, who really became my most favorite wrestler. And so since then, when I went to my first North Pro show, I got instantly hooked on the North Pro shows, and I got to go to the last show of the season, which they were taping it on for Bell TV 1 for 5 TV, and at that show, I got to witness the most shocking heel turn from the Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin Newhook. He literally turned on Matt Connors, who is his tag team partner for the best freaking tag team in all the Maritimes, Sabotage. When he hit Connors with that chair on the corner, I was shocked. And even worse, he went on ringside, grabbed a pair of scissors, and cut his freaking long hair off. Holy shoot. I was really freaking shocked. My jaw was dropped to the ground. It was a crazy heel turn. But then, after we got to see Kobe Christ versus Joey White, which is a teacher versus student match. It was a good match. Then I also got to witness Moondog Dylan Davis defeating Le Champion du Monde, Marco Estrada, to become the new North Pro Heavyweight Champion. And in this main event, the owner and promoter of North Pro, the old owner and promoter, Marcus Burke, the violent Canadian. Marcus Burke was the special guest referee until referee Emily Parker came in, saved the day. And let me tell you, when Moondog got for the pin, 1, 2, 3, oh, I was really very happy cheering for Moondog because to me, Moondog Dylan Davis is a role model to the fans, to the wrestling fans, because the matches that I seen him in, he started from the bottom and he climbed up to the top. No matter who he went up against, either if it's Kobe, Christ, or John Ryan, or Zach Patterson, or whoever, Justin Newhawk, or Sin Bodie, or Speedball Mike Bailey, or whoever. Oh, it was just great. I was really happy with him, and he wrote some inspiring advice for me for a Christmas present that my brother gave to me, and yeah, it was really awesome. So, the words that he said on each of the pictures, he said, keep moving forward, always move forward, never give up, and never back down. Since then, when North Pro was selling out, they had their last show, which was October last year, where it was a really good show of Raw. They had Wing Jugs have his last match against Hollywood Cole with Ethan Knight on ringside. Guerrero Sia against Ethan Knight, Bobby Wyatt versus Ryan Schimmel, and so on. So I also got to see Hayden. I also got to see Hayden Bright and Alex Silva with the NSBW Maritime Champ title, and against John Ryan and Hayden Bright in a triple threat match. And they had that, and the Justin Newhawk versus Matt Connors. That match was a freaking good match. It was a good match to lead up, especially since when Newhawk, during Newhawk's heel run, when he faced Moondog Dylan Davis for the start of the match, he was up top on the balcony, staring, giving Newhawk the death stare, and then at the Carnival Deathmatch show, Matt Connors pinned Newhawk's feet on the canvas, on the apron, and to help Mia Malik win for the Pokemon battle. Well, it wasn't much of a Pokemon battle, but it was still an entertaining match. And also, Moondog Dylan Davis got to defend the title, North Pro title, against former WWE and TNA star, the Warlord of Weird, Sam Bodie. Then, yeah, it was a crazy match. Then that's when the next show, which was the last show, which Moondog challenged, did a little in-ring promo at Marcus Burke. And so at that specific show, Moondog Dylan Davis successfully defended the North Pro title against the violent Canadian Marcus Burke for his retirement match, and there was a lot of run-ins that were happening. We got the Wild Man Gary Williams, Brody Steele, and we also got a huge appearance and a huge pop from Dick effing Durnan. And so yeah, that's when during that time when North Pro was selling out. So Newark and Connors were the ones that bought North Pro, and since then kudos to both Newark and Connors for putting on great shows at the Holy Whale, and for this coming up, the Hidden Depths event returning at the Tavern Board Ballroom again. It will be nice to go back there again since the show that they were supposed to have got canceled, but yeah. But anyways, at the Anchor Vision show, which was the first show at the Holy Whale Beer Hall, they had I believe some talent from Ontario, Pro Wrestling Ontario, come down to Moncton. So you got like Mr. Electrify and Johnny DeLuca, the reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Ontario Openweight Champion. Then you got the indestructible Evan Greenway, Jax Williams, the Misfit Crystal Moon, and yeah. And so for the main event, Moondog Dylan Davis was a heel, and he took on the Kid Rudy Lockhart, and shockingly, he lost the North Pro belt to the Kid Rudy Lockhart, but he had a reason to why he lost the North Pro belt, but he can still get it back though, either way. Even if he starts from the bottom and then makes his way up top to take on Giant Orion again. And yeah, when Rudy defeated Moondog Dylan Davis, I was really shocked. Like, it's the same feeling as when Newark turned on Connors. That was like the same exact feeling I felt. And, well, then when Moondog was going to raise Rudy's hand to congratulate him on his title victory, John Orion's music came on, and he came out. There was a storyline there. He was a messenger of the North Pro management, and he announced that the North Pro belt, the North Pro Heavyweight Championship belt, and the Downtown Wrestling title were both going to be unified into one belt. And so that belt is now known as the undisputed North Pro title, which John Orion is the current holder of that. And he challenged Rudy for the North Pole title belt, and he grabbed him by the throat, hit him with the best freaking choke slam, and it was done. One, two, three, new champion. New undisputed North Pro champion. And since then, he's defended the belt against Alex Silva. And he also fought Jason Boa in a first ever Bloodsport match. Oh, that was crazy. And yeah. And since then, I've been following North Pro ever since. And so I started on that same year when I think it's last year or so, I got to, or 2 years I think, I forget, but I started following Capital City Wrestling. And my first CCW show was actually at the New Year's Clash one, which was, yeah, I had that. I went there with my grappy and my good buddy that plays Special Olympics with me. It does the Special Olympics sports with me. 3 other sports: the softball, floorball, floor hockey, and basketball. Mainly. The softball's during the summer, but yeah. And since then, I've gone to a few CCW shows, met some of the talent, and just had a great time talking. I had a great time watching all the best talent in, like, at the CCW show, because CCW is my second favorite, and since then, back in May, also, my cousin and 3 of my buddies did a podcast. Then there was a big situation with that. Then things were said, things were posted without the co-host permission, and so that's when things had to get shut down and so on. And then that's when the new podcast, the unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. Go subscribe to their channel. Go listen to their episodes and their interviews. And also in May. So speaking of podcasts, back in May, I thought about doing my own podcast series where I talk about each of the independent wrestling promotions all around the East Coast. And so I started on that, and the title of the series was actually wrestling things. So what was the inspiration to that title was actually because I am a big fan of both maritime wrestling, and Stranger Things. So I thought we'd put those 2 words together and make it wrestling things. Then I had the help from a good buddy of mine, Jason Casey. Shout out to you. Thank you for making the podcast logo for the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast. and the theme there too for the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast, and yeah, and yeah. And since like CCW, like they've been like all over the Central New Brunswick. They've been having like shows all over like Central New Brunswick, like Dopetown, Minto, Chipman. They're gonna have their first show in Chipman. They returned to Naquick, Fredericton Junction, and Stanley. And I'm actually been going to the Great Canadian Clash event tomorrow, so come out and say hi to me if you want. So, since when I've been going to the wrestling shows, I've been bringing a white shirt, plain white shirt, and getting it signed by all the talent. So, mainly, the whole, the wrestlers I got Moondog Dylan Davis, Spike SD, Ian Pratt, Horsepower Hunter Sampson, Matt Connors, Joey White, Max Power, Matt Strong, Aiden Bright, Mike Bailey, Larry Horowitz, Corral Sia, Dick Jerning, Dryce Jerning, Bobby Boyette, The Big Band, LG, Mia Malik, Slick McGrick, Alex Silva, Rudy Lockhart, Ronnie Effin Payne, Mike Marston, The Ghost, Ricky Motis, and Pete LeBlanc and Ryan McGrath, formerly known as Brian Navarro and Alex Miller, but yeah. And since then I got about Moondog, NWO, Rudy Lockhart, and North Pro. Then I got one shirt that's coming out in October, which is the Fallen Sons in a stable in Real Savage Pro Wrestling. I also might be getting a shirt at the CCW at tomorrow's CCW show, Clash 36. So I'll be having 6. And it will be a crazy show overall. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you all for watching. I apologize if I took some time to try to enunciate and stuff. I'm trying to work on that, and plus, I'm not feeling 100% because I had a cold. So thank you all for watching. Hit that like button. Turn on your notifications and smash that subscribe button for more wrestling content. Peace out.